The following broadcast is the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week, brought to you by Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, David Reagan Ford, Sonic America's Drive-In, Com South, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. Now for the Middle Georgia Sports Network's pregame show, presented by Brandon Outfitters. Here are your hosts, Kenny Kofer and Brett Taylor.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor. Alongside me, Kenny Kofer, as the Lady Hornets are set to take on the Central Georgia Athletics Mustangs out of Macon. They're actually a homeschool team that, I guess, an association that gets together and they play athletics together. And very entertaining B team game that we saw just a second ago. So hopefully we'll see that here in the girls' game as the Lady Hornets look to continue their winning ways as they kind of pulled away in the last matchup against Piedmont that we saw last Saturday. So this should be a tough matchup for the Lady Hornets as the size looks about equal down on the court. And the one thing that I can notice right off the bat, Kenny, is as we're in the Brandon Outfitters pregame show, is the size, not the size differential, but the numbers differential.
Yeah, Westfield's got a few more players than Central Georgia does, but I'll tell you one thing that's really going to come into effect here tonight, and it's something we just found out as we got here this evening, was Jackie Bard is injured with a stretch fracture to her right ankle, and that is a big loss for Coach Champion's team here, and that is going to be a hard person to replace. She's a starter. She's that gritty player who's not afraid to get down and dirty and go after balls, and I think we saw that in the last game in which she pretty much was getting hammered all over. I think she took a shot to the nose, to the forehead within the first 3 minutes. So losing her is going to be big, but Winter Williams is going to be getting a chance here tonight in the starting lineup to prove what she can do. She is like Coach Champion kind of had a gut feeling that something was going on because he really got Winter in there a lot in the last game. So we'll see how the young girl does here tonight with an increased role, and it could mean more bench time or more bench players are going to have to step up here tonight for Westfield.
Yeah, and this might be the kind of game, Kenny, that Caitlin Mosley can really get on track and especially from the outside. She always plays tough, always very good on the defensive end, and a very smart basketball player. But her shot, she struggled with it lately, and hopefully she can get on track because she is a huge weapon for the Lady Hornets and Coach Chip Champion. And if she can get on track, that could spell very good things, especially for Westfield's postseason hopes, as the Lady Hornets hope that they can repeat the same success that they had last season, making it all the way to the Final Four in the AAA ranks.
Yeah, I mean, this Westfield team has all the ingredients to take this team a long way, so it'll be interesting to see if they can put it all together and continue what they're doing here the rest of the way. And we are going to go ahead and take a quick break here on the Brandon Outfitters pregame show and be back with the starting lineups and more here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice?
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Oh, but you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
Open that door, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hat.
Now, back to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And again, welcome back into the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. As you heard the remainder of the national anthem there as we came back from break. And I tell you what, Kenny, we talked about it before the break. Very important that Caitlin Mosley get on track, but also very important that Unique Tuberville and Chelsea Whaley continue to play the same fashion that they have the last few games that we've seen them. They are very important to this team, and they're kind of the gel, that the glue, if you will, that sticks, that keeps this team together and keeps them going. So very important that those two play very well. And then Caitlin Mosley, if she can get on track, tell you what, the Lady Hornets can get on a roll here going into February, March time frame. Yeah, I think that's the thing. We talked about it last time. When your best player hasn't played up to their ability and is having trouble with their shot, yet you're still 8-5 and have lost very close games to the defending state champs. That speaks volumes. If Caitlin's able to get herself together, then it'll be a big help to this Westfield team going forward, because you're kind of hitting your stride now. You're in the home stretch of the basketball season. You're heading into region play. You're going to start playing some tougher matchups really starting next week, and so you want to be getting in your groove and getting ready to play some of your tough matchups here. Why don't we go ahead and get into the starting lineups here tonight, Brett, for the visiting Central Georgia Athletic Mustangs. Number 2, Brianna Radney. Number 10, Susanna Braswell. Number 12, Rachel Hunt. Number 15, Molly Gleaton. And number 22, Tori Maresca. And for the homestanding Westfield Lady Hornets, they will line up like this. Number 4, Chelsea Whaley. Number 5, Whitley Young. Filling in tonight for Jackie Bard will be number 14, Winter Williams. And number 32, Unique Tuberville. And finally, number 33, Caitlin Mosley. And those are your starting lineups for both teams here tonight, Brett. Yeah, absolutely. And kind of the same 4 that we've seen the last few games. And then you throw in Winter Williams to replace Jackie Bard, who is injured tonight. And that gives you your top 5 for Westfield starting. And you got to think that you'd see Gracie Duggan at some point in this game, especially with Jackie out. I believe Gracie might have been out a few weeks and trying to catch back up to game speed and whatnot. The holidays kind of wreak havoc on the basketball season. So here to tip for the Lady Hornets is Chelsea Whaley, and she actually loses the tip, gets down to number 12. And, that is number 12. And that is Rachel Hunt. Shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Whitley Young. She's going to get it over to Unique Tuberville, and she's going to start things off here for Westfield. As ball's entered into Chelsea Whaley. Shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Westfield, and the ball is fought for on the floor, and the ball is tied up there between number 5, Whitley Young, and one of the Mustangs, the Lady Mustangs. So Westfield will maintain possession as they lost the tip. Winter Williams going to take the ball out. Passes out to Caitlin Mosley on the left wing. Inside to Whaley. Back out to Mosley. Her shot is up, and no good off the back iron. Rebound down to the Lady Mustangs. Pushing it ahead. Getting it over inside of number 15. Her shot is up. No good. That's Molly Gleaton. And rebound down to the Lady Mustangs. And number 22, Tori Maresca, is fouled on the shot. She will go to the line for 2 shots. 7-19.
And that was a good shot by Caitlin there early in the game. She had a good arc to her shot, and the first free throw good there at that time by Tori Maresca for Central Georgia. But, good-looking shot. We know she struggled a little bit with her shot, a little bit of flat to her shot, but she's getting it back, I think. And the second is good as well.
The second is good, and Unique Tuberville is going to take it out. And Winter Williams going to bring it up for Lady Hornets as Caitlin Mosley dribbles inside. Going to pass it all the way across to Whitley Young inside of Tuberville. Her shot is off the back iron. No good. Rebound down to Mosley. She turns around and makes a shot. And Westfield ties it up 2-2 here.
And that's good to get her in the game early, start to get some shots, and almost a backcourt violation that time.
Yes, Westfield applying the pressure, and Unique Tuberville comes down with a tie-up on the inside.
There's a foul, number 22 that time. Tori Maresca kind of got her across the forearm there, so that'll be the first team foul for the visiting Mustangs.
So your score 2-2 with 6:50, trying to get the clock set up for you there on the scoreboard that you see on your screen. So Whitley Young has it, gets it back to Winter Williams. Ball's going to be kicked by number 10,
Susanna Braswell.
Susanna Braswell. And Westfield will take the basketball out after the kicking foul. She tries to kick it again, gets it over to Mosley on the right wing. She dribbles inside. They're going to call Mosley for double dribble. And that's a little puzzling right there.
Yeah, she never put it down. She received the bounce pass, and I think the ref might have thought she had dribbled when she first received it.
So the Lady Mustang's going to pass it in to Susanna Braswell. She brings it up. She's going to drive all the way to the right block. Kicks it back out, back into Braswell. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound is being fought for on the ground, and the ball's going to be tied up again, and it's going to stay with the Lady Mustangs. 2-2 still your score with 6:22 left to go here in the first quarter. As number 22, Maresca, shoots, rebound down to Whitley Young as that was off the front iron. And Whitley Young gets it over to Winter Williams. Williams over to Whitley Young, right wing. Her shot is off the mark. And the ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to say that
she was forced out.
But I believe she caught the basketball with her foot on the left baseline.
Right. I don't think they have the force out penalty anymore, so she just got her body forced out of bounds and turnover back to Central Georgia.
So we got the clock working here on the screen as Chelsea Whaley tips the ball away for number 2, Brianna Radney. She's going to pass it ahead, and Radney's going to get it back and be fouled by Unique Tubber. No, they're going to say that she walked. Wow. So 2-2 still your score with 5:54 left to go here in the first. Westfield trying to get on track here as it's been a very sloppy first quarter for both of these teams.
Absolutely. It's not been the most clean basketball, that's for sure.
Whitley Young enters it into Chelsea Whaley, and she scores to make the lead, the score 4-2. And Westfield going to apply a little trap here as number 12, Hunt, trying to get it up desperately, and she finally does. And it looks like Westfield commits a foul on the play.
I think that's going to go on Unique Tuberville. No, that goes on Chelsea Whaley. So that's Whaley's second team foul for Westfield. And it's 4-2 here, Westfield on top. 5:29 to go in the first.
5:29 to go in the first. Number 15.
Good steal.
Molly Gleaton passes it and has it stolen away by Winter Williams, who gets it to Chelsea Whaley. Whaley on the right wing, drives inside, passes it over to Whitley Young. Her shot is off the back iron, but she gets her own rebound. Passes it to to Winter Williams. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Caitlin Mosley. And Mosley driving left baseline. Inside to Whaley. Her shot is up and good on the right block. And Westfield takes the lead 6-2 with 4:55 left to go here in the first.
When all else fails, go to Chelsea Whaley. She's your constant, steady player. Does a good job.
Absolutely. As a shot is off the mark, rebound down to Unique Tuberville. She's going to bring the basketball ahead in transition to Caitlin Mosley. And they're going to say it's an offensive foul on Caitlin Mosley.
No, that's going to go on Unique Tuberville.
Oh, wow.
Unique with the charge there. She came down with a full head of steam, but a good job there by the Central Georgia team getting position and taking the charge.
4:41 left to go here in the first. So the clock still lagging behind your score, 6-2. Westfield applying the full court pressure as number 2 finally gets away, Radney. She looks inside, and number 15, the ball is tipped away, but it looks like there's going to be a foul on the play. Molly Gleaton is fouled and will go to the line.
Yeah, that was Winter Williams on the foul that time. It was a good entry pass down low there by the Lady Mustangs, and a good job that time by 15, Rachel Hunt.
Molly Gleaton. Her shot is up and good, and she cuts the lead for Westfield to 6-3. And
a little lefty shot there. Westfield again decked out in all white uniforms, green trim. Central Georgia in the black and red.
She misses that one. Rebound down to Whaley. And Whaley's going to get it over to
Mosley.
Mosley getting it over to Whitley Young inside of Tuberville. Her shot is off the mark, no good.
Good entry pass that time, though, here on the left side by Whitley Young. And Unique with that great control of her body is able to get it up and put it in the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. As number 22 for the Mustangs, Maresca, gets it into 15, and she misses it. That was Molly Gleaton. Rebound down to Westfield. Caitlin Mosley drives and sidesteps. Nice shot after she is able to sidestep the offensive foul there and gets it inside and off the backboard for 2 points, and Westfield on top 8-3.
You know what's a good way to take an arc out of your shot? Do a layup.
Yeah.
And that's what she did. It gets the confidence, the ball going through the basket. Good move that time there by number 10.
Nice move by number 10, and that is Susanna Braswell, and she cuts the lead to 3. This is a scrappy little team for the CGA Lady Mustangs. Chelsea Whaley has the ball tipped up. Looked like she was tied up on the play, and they're not going to give her that, but, you know.
Yeah, she had the ball. Yeah, it was kind of being held down. Either that's a jump ball or a travel, but that time they gave it to the defender and said it was travel.
As number 10, Braswell brings it up. She gets it over to Radney. Radney back inside to Gleaton, and they finish it off due to the Lady Mustangs inside. Your score 10-7.
Yeah, good job there. We're turning around, getting the rebound, and putting it back in with the left hand. Westfield needs to do a better job on defense on the inside.
Yeah, very sloppy play so far by the Lady Hornets. As Mosley gets it over to Whaley. Whaley inside. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Tuberville, and she is fouled on the play. She'll go to the line for a chance at 2. And Westfield is on top 10-7 with 2:52 left to go here in the first.
Well, you can tell Coach Champion's really trying to work some of his drawn-up plays when they come down on the offensive side. You know, this team could sometimes get in transition, like to run a little bit. First free throw is good there from Unique Tuberville, but you know, they're doing a good job right now, 11-7, not playing their best basketball, but they still lead by 4 points.
Yeah, excellent job right now from the free throw line especially, and like you said, just fighting hard. Just they're playing a little sloppy on the offensive end. Number 10, Braswell, is going to get it into number 12, Rachel Hunt. Hunt bringing it up for the Lady Mustangs. Back over to Braswell. Braswell over to Hunt, and Mosley tips it away. Whitley Young finally gets it, and Duggan, as I predicted, comes into the game early. She's going to go to the free throw line with her first offensive possession of the game for the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, she'll be shooting 2 there. And it's good to see her back in the game because, like you said, we didn't get to see her at all last time, and she's an important piece to this Westfield team, and having her in there really creates a mismatch down low with her and Unique.
She connects on the first shot at the 2-shot foul. Your score 13-7 with 2:37 left to go. As Jerica Ratliff's going to come in for Unique Tuberville, give Unique a little bit of a breather here, is Coach Champion.
And these are some of the girls that we didn't see against Piedmont, so it's good to get them back out, get their game shape back in, rounded into form.
As Gracie's second is on the way and good, and Westfield on top 14-7, doubling up the Lady Mustangs. Looks like there might be a timeout, so we'll take a quick break with them. Westfield on top 14-7, listening to the Lady Hornets basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Welcome back into the Hornets Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer. Westfield's on top 14-7 on the CGA Lady Mustangs. Ball tipped away right there. Great defense by Chelsea Whaley. Whaley has it on the left wing. Trying to get it all the way across court to Mosley. Mosley sets up. Her shot is off the mark. Too long and rebound down to the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, it looked like a good-looking shot, but just too much.
Maresca gets it out to Braswell. Braswell shot from inside the lane off the mark. Rebound down to Mosley. Mosley getting in transition here for the Lady Hornets. Drives inside. Shot is up and good, and that's going to be an and-one opportunity for the Lady Hornets.
Good-looking job there by Caitlin, who's now 3 of 5 here early in this game, but she's going to have to work on that shot. She's having all sorts of problems with her jump shot, but like I said, the best way to gain confidence is to see that basketball go through the hoop, and if she can get some easy ones on breakaway layups, that would do her a tremendous advantage.
She misses that rebound down to Maresca. Westfield on top 16-7 here with about a minute and 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Shot is up, no good. Looks like the ball's tipped by the Lady Mustangs, and Westfield will gain possession after the missed shot. So still 16-7 your score. Pass over to Whaley. Whaley going to get it back out to Winter Williams. Williams running the point. She gets it over to Whaley. Whaley pump fakes, drives inside. Shot is up, no good off the back iron. Rebound down to number 2, Radney. And she's going to bring it up for the Lady Mustangs.
Westfield looks good. They're trying to work a little bit more of their half-court sets, but those shots just aren't falling so far here early.
Tipped away by Mosley. Is going to stay with the Lady Mustangs. And coming into the game is number 4 for the Lady Mustangs, Abigail Sullivan. For number 2, Brianna Radney.
Yeah, for Westfield, like I said, if I'm Coach Champion, I like the movement they're doing in the offensive sets, but it's just they got to get these shots to start falling.
Yeah, absolutely. The offensive execution has been there, but just not the finishing ability from the Lady Hornets. As number 10, Braswell has it at the top of the key. She's going to set things up here for the Lady Mustangs. Tries a cross-court pass. Almost looked like a foul right there by Gracie Duggan. The ball goes off of number 14, Rebecca Daughtry's hands, and Westfield will gain possession.
Yeah, that was a tough pass to corral there for Central Georgia, and as a result, it turns into a turnover.
Winter Williams drives into the lane, gets it over to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley being guarded closely by Braswell. She gets it back to Williams. Her shot is off the mark. She really couldn't step into that shot, and Whaley's going to corral the tip by Jerica Ratliff, and Ratliff being rewarded inside, has a shot partially blocked, and she misses it right up underneath the iron, and rebound down to number 12, Rachel Hunt. Hunt a little out of control, has the ball tipped away.
Yeah, Westfield is just, beating a dead horse here, but they cannot make a shot. From point blank, they've missed 5 shots, it seems, in the past 2 possessions. They just got to start getting better looks and trying to put the ball in.
Hunt gets it into Braswell. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Braswell over to Maresca. Maresca drives inside. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Duggan, and Maresca is going to commit the foul after missing a pretty open shot, and that's kind of a frustration foul right there, as Maresca is probably a little upset with herself as she missed a shot.
And here comes Unique Tuberville and Whitley Young and replace Jerica Ratliff and Chelsea Whaley.
21 seconds left to go here first quarter. Westfield on top 16-7. Lady Hornets have played a pretty good first quarter, but just have not been able to get shots to fall as Tuberville shoots the pull-up jumper off the mark. Rebound being fought for. Finally, Caitlin Mosley comes up with it. She's going to shoot the 3 and nails it from straight away. A line drive shot, but she'll take it.
Yeah, good-looking shot. No arc, but it went right in. And now with 2 seconds, they better get off a shot here. Blocked by
shot
Chelsea.
is blocking at the end of 1. Westfield on top 19-7. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball, the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor. Alongside me, Kenny Kofer, and Kenny's going to give you a ComSouth stat update here real quick at the end of the first quarter.
For Westfield, the starting 5 there, Chelsea Whaley was 2 of 4 for 4 points. Whitley Young, 0 of 2. Jackie Bard, of course, out tonight, but Winter Williams went 0 of 2 as well in her place. Unique Tuberville's 1 of 4 for 2 points. And Caitlin Mosley had a very good first quarter, 4 of 6 with 9 points. And that is where we stand now. 19-7 is your score with the Westfield Lady Hornets on top of the Central Georgia Lady Mustangs.
And Westfield's going to get the basketball to start the second quarter here. They're on top 19-7. And Winter Williams, who played the whole first quarter just about, gets it over to Whitley Young. Back to Williams. Over to Mosley, and the ball's tipped away right there by a Lady Mustang, number 15. That is Molly Gleaton.
Molly's played a good game thus far. She's got her hands in some passing lanes and done a pretty good job for the Lady Mustangs.
As Winter Williams has the ball tossed into her, and she's going to get things started here. And a little walk by Gracie Duggan to start the second quarter for Westfield. Ball's going to go over to the Lady Mustangs.
Not the way you want to start if you're Coach Champion's team, but I'm sure that he's trying to get all those kinks worked out.
As Westfield going right to the full court press. Number 12, Rachel Hunt, bringing it up. More in control this time, but the ball's tipped away by number 15, Gleaton. Ahead to Williams. Williams' layup is off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped away from Mosley and finally corralled by Brianna Radney, who's passing the ball over. Has it stolen away by Tuberville. Tuberville running the break over to Mosley. Mosley's shot is up and good, and she's going to go to the line for a chance at 2.
She's doing a great job of finishing plays here tonight. As we mentioned, the shot's a little off. She did drain a 3 earlier, but she's got a second chance here at a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
21-7 your score, and as Kenny said, an and one opportunity here for Caitlin Mosley. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Duggan. Duggan, turnaround shot off the back iron and good. And a 3-point play turns into a 4-point play for Westfield after the rebound. Ball tipped away by Winter Williams. I believe it's going to stay with the Lady Mustangs.
Good job that time from Gracie getting the rebound, putting it back in. And Winter Williams, good job on the defensive side there, contesting that inbounds play and forcing another inbounds here. It looks like Westfield's going to come with the press.
One of the things that does, Kenny, is kind of hurries, gets that in the back of the offensive players' minds from the Lady Mustangs as they're not able to, they are able to break the press there. And the shot inside, just inside the right elbow, off the mark by number 4, Abigail Sullivan. Westfield comes down with a rebound, throws the baseball pass into Mosley, and her shot is up and good. And the best way to cure shooting woes is to have some very high percentage shots, and that's exactly what Westfield's doing here in transition.
Yeah, when Westfield ratchets up the pressure, that's when it really helps their game out offensively, and that's what they're doing right now.
25-7 your score as Whaley tips the ball away. She's in transition, goes in, passes it to Tuberville. Her shot is up, no good, and being fought for, and they're going to call a foul on Chelsea Whaley as she was trying to fight for the basketball against Tori Maresca, and Maresca had better positioning, and looks like Gracie Duggan's coming out of the game. Jerica Ratliff back in for the Lady Hornets, who are on top 25-7 here in the second quarter.
And that time, Chelsea was a little too unselfish. She should have just taken the ball, and there goes Caitlin right there, almost a steal.
Yeah, Caitlin Mosley almost tipping the basketball away right there, and the Lady Mustangs going to try a shot here in transition. Ball off the back of the iron. Rebound down to Whaley. Whaley doing an excellent job here, just defensively rebounding and kind of pushing things in transition for the Lady Hornets. Tuberville gets the ball inside to Ratliff. Ratliff, her shot is off the mark, a little short. Whitley Young comes up with the rebound, though. She passes out to Mosley. Mosley going to reset things here for the Lady Hornets. Pass it over to Whaley. Whaley pump fakes, drives inside. Shot is up and good. And that was just a great play right there by Chelsea Whaley.
I think she's the best athlete on the floor. Nothing coming away from Caitlin Mosley, but I think Chelsea has got the most athleticism on the floor, while Caitlin may be more of a pure basketball player.
Yes, Whaley shows her length there, tips the ball. Shot is off the mark by the Lady Mustangs. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville driving in transition. I agree with your assessment. Mosley's more of the pure basketball player. Whaley is kind of the athletic, long player, as you said, Tayshawn Prince. And then Tuberville, Kenny, she's just kind of the brute force inside. She can come away with rebounds and finish on transition. Foul on Jerica Ratliff, not called, but rebound by Whitley Young. Gets it out to Mosley. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Ratliff. Ratliff's shot is blocked, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Lady Hornets.
That was just... Sorry, Brett, go ahead.
No, 27-7 your score with just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
That was just good defense there by number 10, Susanna Braswell. She was really battling with the much bigger Jerica Ratliff down low and tied her up with the block, and going to be a jump ball.
The arrow's pointing to Westfield. I'm confused.
Coach Champion letting the refs, he said, come on now, they're hanging on her like monkey bars, which they were.
Ball inbounds to Maresca. Maresca driving right baseline. Nowhere to go. Good job right there by Tuberville planting her feet. Excuse me, that was on the timeline, not the baseline. And Maresca finally gets the ball after the press is broken. Maresca has the ball on the right block. Her shot is up and good. And the Lady Mustangs are able to cut the lead to 18, 27-9 with 4:35 left to go here in the second quarter. Whaley passes it across to Whitley Young. Her shot is partially blocked, and Jerica Ratliff not able to come up with it. So the ball is going to go over to the Lady Mustangs. Coming into the game is Gracie Duggan for Caitlin Mosley.
And give these Lady Mustangs credit. They're playing hard, and they're slipping some screens on the backside down low, and they got in between Chelsea Whaley and Unique Tuberville on their last possession. Were able to get a basket, and they're going to have to keep that up. They're going to go against a much stronger and deeper team in the Lady Hornets.
Absolutely, as Maresca seems to be the best offensive threat here for the Lady Mustangs. And resetting things here is Braswell. She gets it inside on the free throw line. Back out to Braswell. Braswell driving with her back to the goal. Over to number 4, Abigail Sullivan, being guarded closely by Tuberville. Over on the left wing, back to Braswell at the top of the key, and Tuberville tips the ball away to number 13, Alexis White, who gets it over to Maresca, and her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Tuberville, and Tuberville trying to clear some space there. And
yeah, that was a little wild that time. It looked like they were getting tied up there. Number 14, Rebecca Doherty, and Unique kind of got tied up a little bit.
You're going to go to the line, and it's going to be Unique Tuberville going to the line in the bonus for Westfield. They're in the 1-1 here with only 3:44 left to go here in the first half. On top 27-9. The Lady Hornets, even though they've struggled shooting the basketball from the field, done a great job in transition. Her shot is up and good. Front end of the 1-1 is hit, and Westfield on top 28-9.
And she continues her great free throw shooting here this season. She's really stepped up her game.
Very improved. Especially over last season. I mean, she wasn't bad last season, but, man, she's making everything, and she makes another one. And she just seeing that basketball go right over the front iron. And when you do that, you often get the roll. The Lady Mustangs. Abigail Sullivan has the ball tipped away, and Gracie Duggan comes up with the loose ball, drives inside, has the ball poked away by Maresca. It's going to stay with the Lady Hornets with 3:25 left to go here in the second quarter.
Molly Gleaton will now check in for the Lady Mustangs. Checking out will be Abigail Sullivan. But I'm sure Coach Champion didn't really like seeing his big forward, leading the ball up the floor there. He probably would have liked to get into the hands of one of the smaller guards.
Tuberville gets the ball on the inbounds play. Shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Ratliff. Ratliff having trouble. She's having to step over all kind of bodies on the floor. And Maresca finally comes away with it after the nice pass right there by number 13, Alexis White. Maresca's shot is off the mark. And Gracie Duggan dribbles the basketball off of number 14, Rebecca Daltrey's foot.
Things are a little sloppy right now.
Sloppy play.
All over the floor, diving and whatnot.
It's a nice looking shirt, man.
Thanks, man.
I didn't even see that in the car.
Katie says I look like I work for FedEx.
Huh. Kind of. You know something I haven't noticed? Well, let's get back to the basketball game. I'll tell that in the break. Is Whaley nails it from the right baseline. And Westfield on top, 31-9.
It doesn't seem like Westfield's up by as much as they are, but they just kind of slowly wearing this team down.
Well, when you play good defense like Westfield does, you get a lot of easy baskets, and that's exactly what's happened. As Jerica Ratliff tips the ball away, and Tuberville finally comes away with it, and Whitley Young has it. Nice pass by Tuberville up in transition, but Young going to bring it back out and set things up for the Lady Hornets. Pass over to Gracie Duggan, left wing, has the ball tipped away by Maresca. There's going to be a foul on Maresca, and Westfield will go to the line for a chance at 1-1 again, and Gracie Duggan will be shooting those shots as Caitlin Mosley and Winter Williams comes in for Jerica Ratliff and Whitley Young. Mosley has played an excellent game here tonight, kind of getting her shot back a little bit. She has made a three-point shot and missed one that looked very good going in, had a little bit more arc on it than the one that she made. And right now Duggan is at the line. Her shot is up a little too wide. It did not hit the rim, so the ball will be inbounds underneath the goal by the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, it'll be – I think the players for the Lady Mustangs didn't really know what happened, but that's actually a good thing for you guys. You just get to inbound the basketball from underneath the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. As number 10, Susanna Braswell, will start things off. Pass it in to number 12. That is Rachel Hunt. And she will get over to Braswell. Out wide here on the right side. He gets it over to number 2, Brianna Radney, back to Braswell. Braswell trying to drive inside, just nowhere to go right now as Molly Gleaton finally comes up with a loose ball for the Lady Mustangs. Gets it back to Braswell, and Braswell driving inside, gets it to Abigail Sullivan. Her shot is up and good, just inside the three-point line, and a nice-looking shot right there from Sullivan.
Yeah, good-looking shot that time. They've had a hard time getting the shots go in here tonight, so that was a good move and almost a carry that time from Caitlin.
Caitlin Mosley inside to Whaley. Her shot is up, no good, but she gets her own rebound, has nowhere to go with the basketball, and she creates a little contact and makes the shot. And again, another opportunity at the old-fashioned three-point play here for the Lady Hornets as Whaley was able to connect there on the rebound and put back. She's going to go to the line after she was fouled. Her shot is off the mark, just a little too long. Oh. I don't know if Radney knew that the ball had hit off her, but she just couldn't resist putting her hand out there, and she couldn't grab the basketball. Tips off her hands, and Westfield has the basketball underneath the goal. They get it to Tuberville. Tuberville over to Gracie Duggan. Duggan gets it to Mosley. Her shot is up and no good. Rims out. Rebound down to Tuberville, and her shot is good. And great job right here by the Lady Hornets, especially on the offensive boards.
Yeah, that shot looked like it was going to go in there for Caitlin, but a good job of getting positioned down low by Unique.
The shot is off the mark right there by Braswell, and Westfield gets the rebound. Out in transition is Whaley. Whaley dumps it over to Mosley. Her shot is off the backboard and no good. Rebound down to Radney. 35-11 is your score with 1:03 left to go here in the second quarter. And Braswell throws the basketball into Radney, tipped away by Gracie Duggan. Duggan driving inside and does a good job of drawing the foul, and she's going to go to the line for a chance at two here.
Good job that time by Gracie rushing down the floor and playing some good defense, and she's going to get rewarded now with 2 free throws as Westfield looks like they were going to have a couple players coming in here. It looks like Mary Margaret Gilbert will come in momentarily.
Gracie's shot is up and good. 36-11 your score.
And Whitley Young will come in to take Chelsea Whaley's place, and I got to imagine that Mary Margaret Gilbert will take Duggan's place if she makes this free throw.
Shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Braswell. Braswell driving the right timeline, and Gracie Duggan definitely probably going to come out now. She fouls Braswell. She's trying to get the ball up in a hurry with under a minute to go here, and Gracie Duggan will sit as Mary Margaret Gilbert comes into the game.
Westfield now with 16 fouls here in the first half, and one away from going into the 1-and-1 bonus.
36-11. Pass inside to Radney, a great-looking play right there, but the ball was just not cleanly received, and Mosley has the ball knocked away, tipped off of, it looks like, Braswell's hand, so Mosley creates the inbounds play there for Westfield, and she's going to take the basketball out between the E and the S.
That is descriptive.
Inside to Tuberville. Tuberville, nice shot, way to kind of get skinny and create some space in there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think she had an angle at the rim, honestly, but she was able to put it up with the left hand from pretty much underneath the goal.
38-11 your score, under 30 seconds, about 21 to go here, and they continue to try that little entry play, and the ball's just tipped away. Westfield a little too long for that play as Winter Williams' shot is off the front iron. Rebound down to Mosley. Mosley, underneath 10 seconds to go. Winter Williams got to hurry. 5, 4. Tuberville's shot is up and no good. Rebound down to Braswell. She's going to throw it ahead and not even come close, but a good job there in defense for the Lady Mustangs. And at half, Westfield, the Lady Hornets, on top of the Lady Mustangs from CGA, 38-11. We're going to take a quick break. Be back with the Planners First halftime show. You've been listening to Lady Hornets basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Hey, wait a minute, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice?
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. But you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel from football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate. Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Now back to Kenny and Brett with the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, presented by Planners First.
Welcome back into the Planners First halftime show. Back to the Hornets' Nest as the Lady Hornets are on top of the Lady Mustangs, 38-11, and Kenny has really been a defensive effort, in my opinion, that has led to, this big lead for the Lady Hornets, as Westfield has not been shooting the ball very well, but they have been playing particularly good on the defensive end. That has led to a lot of transition points and fouls as well. They have shot quite a few free throws. And the Lady Hornets are on top by 27 here, 38-11.
Yeah, they've looked good here in this first half. They haven't shot the ball exceptionally well, but the more pressure they put on defense, it creates those easy baskets on the other end. I think that's what's really kind of enabled them to pull away here as the game has worn on, because early they were trying to run their set offense kind of in a half court. They were moving the ball exceptionally well, but they just couldn't get the shots to fall. So I think once they get moving and they're able to get those easy layups, that really got their confidence up, and that's why they lead by 27 here. So why don't we go ahead and give some ComSouth stats here right now for the Westfield Lady Hornets. So far in the game for Chelsea Whaley, she is 5 of 8 for 10 points on the evening. Whitley Young is 0 of 3, and Unique Tuberville is 3 of 9, but she also has 4 free throws, so she's got a total of 10 points here this evening. And the leading scorer so far at the half is Caitlin Mosley. She has 13 on 6 of 12 shooting, but she is 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Winter Williams filling in tonight, starting at point guard, has no points, but she has played a very good job on defense. She is 0 of 4 from the field. Gracie Duggan, 1 of 1 from the field, but she's connected on 3 free throws. She has 5 points. Jerica Ratliff is 0 for 4 from the field with no points.
You okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
And that is your ComSouth stat update here on the Planters First halftime show, where the Westfield Lady Hornets lead 38-11 here at halftime.
Oh, it's so much fun to mess with Kenny while we're broadcasting.
Always. And hey, look at the student section starting to fill up over there on the far side. That is good news for the Hornet faithful. Obviously, with the game last week, Saturday, here at the Nest, the school hadn't even started back yet.
Someone, I think, messaged us on Twitter that said the student section, I can't remember who it was.
Might have been Doyle.
Was it Doyle or was it? Yeah, it might have been Doyle. I can't remember.
Yeah, he said we'll be much more represented here at this game. So give a look at over there. They're starting to file in for the boys' game later and catch the second half of this girls' game as they lead.
I'm going to guess here. Yes, as they do lead 38-11. Sorry, I've been in an interrupting mood here tonight for some reason. But as I'm going to guess that this is going to be a Friday night filled with Westfield basketball and then a trip to the Waffle House.
Maybe.
For the Hornet faithful over there, the gang green there in the crowd, and a lot of Westfield football players over there that we saw during the fall. And the Lady Hornets, they like what they see from the Lady Hornets so far, on top 38-11. And Kenny, as you had the camera on the boys, just like to point out that the boys will begin here directly following the girls' game, as the girls' game got started a little bit late, but as things have been kind of, I think we have one timeout in the first half, so things have been kind of moving rapidly here for both the girls' teams. A lot of fouls, but not many timeouts, so we should be getting to the boys' game close to around 8 o'clock or so. So, as always, we'll take a little bit of a break and come back. But nonetheless, the boys and the girls for the Hornets have played very well here in the last few games, and they look to go into region play. I think they play Westminster and maybe Augusta Christian or Dominion Augusta Prep. One of those. I think they'll kind of make their Augusta swing there in the early part of the region, and those will be 2 away games, and then they will come back on Tuesday the 20th, and we will have that game here at home. It'll be the first home region game against the Gatewood Gators as they come a-calling here into the Hornets' Nest, and both the Lady Hornets and the guys look to be undefeated in the region going into that game, and hopefully they can get off with a good region start.
Yeah, that'll be something to look forward to, as we're almost a few minutes away from restarting this third quarter here. So why don't we go ahead and take a break and wrap up this Planters First halftime show here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest, and we're about set for second half action. Just under a minute left on the clock, and they normally get things started pretty quickly after the clock runs out here at halftime, so should get things started here. Westfield is on top 38-11, and they should get the basketball coming out of halftime, as the arrow looks to be with the Lady Hornets. And hopefully, if Westfield can extend this lead, we might see some more of the youngsters here for the Lady Hornets get some much-needed experience and kind of get a little bit of confidence for the youngsters. Maybe see a little bit more of Mary Margaret Gilbert, Jerica Ratliff. I'm sure we'll get in the game a little bit more. And some of the, I think Camille Ledford, I see her down there. Should be seeing her, and this has been a great performance for the Lady Hornets, Kenny, considering that that Jackie Bard is sitting on the sidelines with a foot in a boot, and you know that's just one of those things you hate to see one of your starters go down, but you really like the play and how it's picked up here in Jackie Bard's absence.
Yeah, Winter Williams has done an excellent job so far filling in for Jackie, and can't say enough about her. It's been kind of a point guard by committee, and they've done a good job in the first half, and hopefully they'll continue on into the second.
Yeah, absolutely, as the ball is inbounds, and Caitlin Mosley has it on the left wing to start this third quarter inside of Tuberville by Whaley, and a great start for the Lady Hornets as they get on the board. Tuberville finishes that great entry pass right there by Whaley. 42-11 is your score.
Yeah, that was very unselfish basketball by Whaley. Good entry pass and wide open.
And a foul committed right there on Maresca, and she is going to go to the line for a chance to cut the lead to 26, I believe, as she scores and gets the lead out to, cuts into the lead 40-30. 13, goodness gracious, I'm having all kind of trouble. Her shot is off the mark. 40-13 is your score.
And that foul was on Chelsea. Whaley's now got 3 fouls.
Could I fumble over that interchange a little bit more? So a shot is off the mark, out to Mosley. She gets it inside to Tuberville, who has the ball tipped away and looks like it's going to go out on Tuberville. They said she stepped out on the baseline.
And again, a little bit of an unnecessary pass that time from Caitlin down low in the block. She kind of should have just gone up for the shot.
Absolutely. As number 12, Rachel Hunt, brings it up. Gets it over to Maresca. Maresca out to number 15, Molly Gleaton, drives left baseline. Shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Tuberville. Has the ball tipped away. And finally, Winter Williams tips it back into play, but they're going to say she stepped out on the line there on the right side of your screen.
But Winter's
really the top of your screen.
She's giving you a ton of effort on defense, and that's really got to be a plus for Coach Champion.
Absolutely. 40-13 your score. Westfield on top with 7 minutes to go third quarter. Maresca being pressured out on the right wing. Finally gets it to Molly Gleaton. She's going to set things up for the Lady Mustangs. Gets it back to Maresca, right wing, drives inside, being guarded closely over there by Whaley. Gets it back out to number 15. Her shot is blocked. That was Molly Gleaton. And Tuberville comes away with it, driving in transition, bounce pass over to Whitley Young. Her shot is up and good, and Westfield sends the lead to 29, 42-13 your score.
Good look from the big forward down there, passing the ball. It looked like a point guard down low to Whitley Young.
Yeah, great bounce pass, as you said, and Whitley Young does a good job of knocking it in off the backboard, and really no doubt on that shot. So Lady Hornets looking to get into their defense here. Ball is driven left baseline by number 12, Rachel Hunt, and her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Mosley. Mosley ahead to Tuberville. Tuberville puts it on the deck. Shot is up and good and sends the lead to 31. 44-13 is your score. And Westfield has done an excellent job coming out here in the third quarter of extending the lead and putting the pressure on the Lady Mustangs. Maresca drives inside. Her shot is up and no good off the iron. Rebound down to Mosley, and they're going to say she dribbled a basketball out on the baseline. So the Lady Mustangs.
I'll tell you what, though, Westfield is just dominating the boards right now. I mean, they are all over every second chance opportunity. Good shot that time, though, by Maresca, knocking it in the basket, and a nice jump shot.
Yeah, nice jump shot right there by the Lady Mustangs, and Maresca has been pretty much the offensive threat so far for the Lady Mustangs, and she is an excellent player as Whaley's shot is up and good from the left baseline, and just trading field goals right now for both of these teams.
She's about the only Lady Hornet tonight that's had a really good jump shot. Everybody else is good at getting layups and transition baskets, but Chelsea's really got it going tonight on her jump shots.
Maresca gets it over to Hunt, and Hunt looking to drive inside. And she passes it out to Daughtry back inside to Hunt. Hunt is going to kind of reset things as she pump fakes, has the ball tipped away from her. And the ball's going to be fought for. They're both on the floor. And I think it's going to stay with the Lady Mustangs. Maresca and Whaley got tied up there. And the jump ball will stay with the Lady Mustangs.
Those are two similar type players. They both like to get down on the floor and play and do the dirty things you got to do sometimes. Maresca has been very impressive so far here for the Lady Mustangs.
As Hunt is inbounding the ball, has the ball knocked away by Whaley, and Whaley finally blocks a shot. She's going to drive in transition, throws it ahead to Mosley. Mosley dribbles, puts it up, and extends the lead for Westfield. A nice transition shot right there by Caitlin Mosley.
Yeah, I thought maybe that extra little bounce she did might have caused her to rush that shot with the defender creeping up on her, but she was able to finish.
I think that just kind of gave her some rhythm is why she did it, but I was with you. I thought it might give the defender an extra few seconds to catch up as the shot is off the mark. And in transition here to Whaley, kind of the opposite of what just happened, and they switch roles there, but Whaley not able to connect, but she's foul. Will go to the line for a chance to extend this lead to 35 as she can connect on both shots. 48-15 your score. Her first shot is short off the mark, and
Here comes Jerica Ratliff in to replace Unique Tuberville, and also coming in is Tori Maresca to replace Rachel Hunt. It looks like we have another substitution here. Abigail Sullivan coming in to replace number 14, Rebecca Doherty. Doherty, excuse me.
Yes, her second shot is up and good. 49-15 your score. Westfield on top by 34. And they have done a good job of extending this lead here in the second half. Under 5 minutes to play, about 4:14 left to go here in the third. Westfield is on top. They've extended their lead from halftime, and the Lady Hornets have been playing very well from the offensive and defensive ends to start this third quarter. As let's scramble for the basketball, and it's going to go out off of the Lady Mustangs, and Westfield will gain possession here with 4:01 left to go third quarter.
And I can't say it enough. Their defense sparks their offense. When they play defensively with the pressure they're playing with right now, they move the basketball so much better on offense. They like to play on the run.
As Radney comes in for Susanna Braswell for the Lady Mustangs, and Whaley has the ball left wing. Throws it all the way across court, has the ball tipped away, and I believe that was number 4, Abigail Sullivan. She tips it away, and Chelsea was trying to find Whitley Young.
Yeah, cross-court passes rarely work.
Gracie Duggan inbounds in the basketball. She's going to throw it way out to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley pump fakes, drives inside. Her shot is up and good off the backboard and extends the lead to 51-15.
And Caitlin now with 17 points here this evening, so star players starting to find her groove.
Ball stolen away by Whitley Young. Great job in defense right there. Westfield has just really ratcheted down the defensive pressure here in the second half as Gracie Duggan is fouled on the play. No shot. They're going to say it's on the floor.
Abigail Sullivan got the foul, and looks like Camille Ledford's going to come in to replace Whitley Young. So you're starting to see some of those players you talked about it right before the third quarter get in the game.
Camille Ledford, right wing, looking to pass. Throws it out to Whaley. Whaley trying to reset things here for the Lady Hornets. Gets it over to Mosley, left wing. Mosley to Camille Ledford. Ledford over to Whaley. Whaley drives right baseline, passes it into Duggan. Duggan shot is up and good, and a nice little 1-2 play right there inside. Kind of a, not a give and go, but she drew the defenders, both of them to her, and dumped it over top. And a nice play there by Chelsea Whaley.
Like a little John Stockton to Carl Malone.
As the ball's tipped away from Maresca, they're going to call back court. I thought the ball was tipped away.
Yeah, he missed that one. That was touched in the backcourt by Westfield, so that should not have been a turnover or backcourt violation.
Camille Ledford will get the ball into to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley's pass is stolen away. Nice job right there by Molly Gleaton. And Radney gets it up, gets it to Maresca. Maresca drives right baseline. They're going to call a block on Camille Ledford. And the ball will be taken out underneath the goal for the Lady Mustangs. Good job of driving the right baseline right there by Tori Maresca.
Yeah, kind of a lazy pass down on the offensive end by Westfield caused this, and here they are now. They obviously with a big lead, but 38 points?
Yep.
A lot to improve on.
Abigail Sullivan's shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley pressing it in transition. They're going to call a double dribble on Mosley. Don't know if she got it pinned against her right hip or what the deal was there. She's had more double dribbles in this game than she has the whole season.
And she had a stunned look on her face, kind of like, what in the world was that call? But, well, we've said it over and over. When you're up big, random whistles start happening sometimes.
Ball to Radney. Radney gets it over to number 15, Gleaton. Gleaton's shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Whaley. Whaley ahead to Duggan. She kind of fumbles the ball, tries to save it. It's going to be off of Duggan's hand. She stepped on this right line here on the timeline, and Westfield going to kind of make some wholesale changes.
Yeah, you got Winter Williams coming back in, Jerica Ratliff, Gracie Duggan, Unique Tuberville, and Whitley Young on the floor for the Lady Hornets now. Westfield again up 53-15, 2:05 left in this third quarter.
The Lady Mustangs in possession of the ball, but they're down 53-15, as we said. And a lot of trouble right here for Radney as she finally gets the ball away to Gleaton, and Gleaton gets it back out to number 12, Rachel Hunt. Hunt gets it over to Sullivan. Sullivan inside the number 15, Gleaton. Her shot is off the mark. She had the ball stripped away, but finally Rachel Hunt comes up with it. She's on the right wing being guarded closely by Tuberville. Turns around, her shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Radney. Radney has the ball knocked away.
Man.
And the rebound to Rachel Hunt, and her shot is up, no good, but she's going to go to the line for a chance at 2 as she's fouled on the play by number 14, Winter Williams.
I'll tell you what, they could have called about 4 fouls that time on Westfield. They were just all over the place, but they've done it both ways, so lucky this game hadn't gotten out of hand with how physical it's been.
Rachel Hunt shot us off the mark. She will have a second try at this, and it looks like the Lady Mustangs are going to take a timeout. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor. Alongside me, Kenny Kofer, and Rachel Hunt. Second attempt from the free throw line, forthcoming. Shot is up, and it rims out. Rebound down to Duggan. Westfield is on top, 53-15, with 1:22 left to go here in the third quarter. And the Lady Hornets have been very impressive so far in this game. And Winter Williams will set things up, gets it over to Tuberville. Tuberville pump fake, drives left baseline, has the ball stripped away by Abigail Sullivan. And she's done a good job the last couple of possessions, especially defensively. Rachel Hunt has the basketball. Gets it over to Gleaton. Gleaton over to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it out to number 13, Alexis White, who gets it over to Gleaton. Gleaton down to Hunt. Hunt drives inside. Her shot is off the mark. They're going to call a foul on the shot on Winter Williams, number 14. And Rachel Hunt going to go to the free throw line yet again for another shot at 2 with 47 seconds left to go here in the third.
That's Winter Williams' third foul, so start to get some of those calls going against her on that tough defense she plays.
And that shot rattles around and goes home. 53-16 your score. Westfield is on top with under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Rachel Hunt gets another roll, a nice looking form right there, and the ball, as I said, if you can kind of get it to hit the front iron right there, a lot of times you get the roll. Winter Williams over to Whitley Young, back to Williams. 53-17 your score. Whitley Young's shot is off the mark, too hard. Rebound down to Gleaton. And 27 seconds left to go here in the third. Radney brings it up for the Lady Mustangs. Rachel Hunt gets it over to Molly Gleaton. Gleaton over to Alexis White. White back out to Abigail Sullivan, and she cannot catch the ball. Goes over to Duggan. Her shot is up and good. And Westfield on top, 55-17.
And that was kind of, that you can hear footsteps. I think just Gracie's presence that time might have caused that one.
As the last shot of the third quarter is up and no good. And Westfield is on top after 3, 55-17. We'll take a quick break and be back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Whew, half-price shakes for the winter solstice.
So great, right?
Yeah, and I just finished all my solstice shopping.
Oh, cool. Hey, what'd you get me?
I got you this half-price shake.
Cool. I mean, I don't really need this.
Well, you can regift it.
Well, here you go.
And did you get me anything?
Yeah, I got you the shake.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah, I guess so. Now, but you already have one, so now you regift it to me.
Oh, regifting is so tacky.
They're the gift that keeps on giving. Real ice cream shakes are half price all day Monday, December 22nd. This is how you Sonic.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top, 55-17, and the Lady Hornets have pretty much done it all here tonight. Shooting was a little off in the first half, but everything else has been pretty good for the Lady Hornets. So they've shot the ball better here in the second half, and on top 55-17. Caitlin Mosley gets the ball into Camille Ledford to start this fourth quarter. And Whaley all the way across to Caitlin Mosley. Her shot is up and good and extends the lead to 40 points for Westfield. 57-17 is your score.
She's now got 19 points in the game.
So Rachel Hunt passes it over to Braswell. Braswell here to Gleaton. Gleaton over to number 14, Doherty. And kind of swing around the top of the key back to Braswell. She's going to pass it out to Doherty. Over to Maresca, and her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to number 10 for Westfield. And that is Mary Stevens Hayes. I'm sorry, I can't see the board from that far away. Ball is knocked away from Mary Margaret Gilbert. And we'll go over to the Lady Mustangs with 5:03 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And we started this fourth quarter with a 6-minute clock instead of an 8-minute clock, with Westfield on top
by
38 to start the fourth quarter. They're now on top 40.
Gotcha.
Good it's okay. Point. I got you back, Jack.
Public school math.
4:43. Both college and high school.
That is true.
Shot is up from Maresca, and she has had an outstanding shot for the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, she's done a really good job tonight, and her effort is not to go unrecognized for sure.
57-19 your score. Ball out to Camille Ledford. Ledford's shot is up and no good, but rebound down to Gilbert. Her shot is up and good, and a nice putback right there by Gilbert.
Yeah, that thing just kind of hung on the edge of the rim and finally fell in, so Molly Tolbert gets on the scoreboard here.
Oh, was that Molly Tolbert? I'm sorry. Thought that was Gilbert. Good job by Molly Tolbert. I've been calling her Mary Margaret Gilbert the whole time. It's okay, I guess.
I'm sure she's heard worse.
Finally, rebound down to, is that Hayes, number 10, I believe?
Yes, Mary Stevens Hayes.
Some of the youngsters, as we said earlier, getting in the game. Camille Ledford over to Mosley. Her shot is up and no good. Too hard, and she almost came up with her own rebound, but Whaley tracks it down. Gets it back to Mosley. Mosley pump fakes, and they're going to call. I tell you what, that official does not like Caitlin Mosley over there. He has called just about everything he can figure out on her.
Yeah, she gets the traveling call there, and again, here comes another wholesale change. Got the whole young group in there now. Winter Williams, Mary Margaret Gilbert, Camille Ledford, Mary Stevens Hayes, and Molly Tolbert. So
3:34 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Rachel Hunt has it on the right wing for the Lady Mustangs. Maresca here on the left wing inside of Gleaton. Her shot is up and good. And nice ball movement right there by the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, good job. Gleaton's had a good shot. She just hadn't had any fall tonight, and that time she finally gets one to go.
Hayes drives inside, back out to Winter Williams. Williams trying to drive right baseline. Shot is up, and no, it is good. And that is Gilbert, right?
That is Gilbert.
Yeah.
They're getting the gift of the rim here in this fourth quarter. A couple hang on the edge and then fall through, kind of the Tiger Woods number 16 thing.
Shot is off the mark by Maresca. Rebound down to the Lady Hornets, and Hayes, she gets it out to Winter Williams. Williams is going to drive, pass it ahead to Molly Tolbert right off her hands, and rebound down to Braswell. Braswell over to Gleaton, and the ball's going to be tipped off of Gleaton's hands and go over to Westfield with 2:35 left to go here, and Gracie Duggan coming back into the game for Westfield.
Yeah, she'll replace Winter Williams, so all 5 starters out of the game now, I think. I'll tell you what, Coach Champion, I'm going to start calling him Coach Champonio because he plays like Coach D'Antoni. You know, the way he runs the ball up and down the floor.
Shot is off the mark.
That was Hayes.
And Hayes misses everything on that one. Braswell passes it out to Gleaton. Her shot is off the mark, no good. Rims out after the bank shot. And looks like there's going to be a foul called on Rachel Hunt. Westfield will retain possession, and Alexis White's going to come in for Braswell.
61-21, your score, 2:12 left here in this one.
Good call.
One call, that's all.
Camille Ledford brings it up for the Lady Hornets.
Hear that, Ken Nugent? You can sponsor us now.
Drives inside. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound down, off of Camille Ledford. Oh, they're going to call her for a foul. 2:01 left to go here. 61-21, and the secondary star of this game is the white-haired official on the left baseline there.
He is quick with the whistle.
Inside to Gleaton. Her shot is off the backboard, no good, but Camille Ledford corrals it for the Lady Hornets. Driving ahead, doing a good job, and she's going to run right into Tori Maresca. Nice call right there by that official on the offensive foul. And Rachel Hunt will check out of the game. Abigail Sullivan will come in for the Lady Mustangs.
I can't tell you enough how well Maresca's played offensively and defensively. She's really done a good job here tonight for the Lady Mustangs.
1:40 left to go here in the game. Westfield on top 61-21. Inside to Gleaton. Gleaton pass a little too hard for White, and the ball hits the line there on the baseline, and Westfield will get possession with 1:33 left to go here in the fourth. Camille Ledford running the point right now for the Lady Hornets. Gets it over to Duggan. Duggan inside to Gilbert, and Gilbert has it knocked away. Tolbert finally comes away with it, and Gracie Duggan has it blocked over to Camille Ledford, though, and she is fouled on the play and hit in the mouth. And with 1:18 left to go here in the game, Westfield will send Camille Ledford to the line for a chance at a two-shot foul.
Yeah,
on top 61-21.
She took one right in the chin there, and that probably
right in the Kisla.
Sorry about the camera, folks. The stand is kind of clicking on me here.
Camille shot us off the mark, no good. And she will have a go at the second shot here.
Brett fixing the game for us here.
Her second shot is no good. She's going to rebound the basketball, though. Good job right there following her shot. She passes it all the way over here to Hayes. Hayes going to pass it back out to Ledford. 1:08 left to go here. Hayes has a shot from the right wing, and she's kind of undercut there as the shot is off the mark. She's going to go to the free throw line with 1:03 left to go here in the fourth. And that almost looked like a
Bruce Bowen move, right? Isn't that what he used to do? Stick that foot kind of underneath the jump shooter and make him go. That might have been her fifth foul there from Maresca. Played a heck of a game, though, here tonight for the Lady Mustangs.
Always when I shoot, I like to stick my legs out even further so I'll get that call, you know?
Yeah, you
like
are.
A punter in football.
You are kind of Paul Pierce. Yeah, that was two-shot foul, so I don't know why everybody's going to the rebound there.
Yeah, I like to kind of draw that defender up in the air and let my fat roll hit him.
And that is why you were not allowed to play with us during gym class.
In high school.
It came knees high every time right down the lane.
Hayes' shot is off the mark, rims out, rebound down to number 14, Rebecca Daugherty. She passes it across to Sullivan, who gets it to Gleaton. Inside to Sullivan. Nice job by Camille Ledford in defense right there. And Gracie Duggan had a face full of Abigail Sullivan when she turned around.
Yeah, they almost gave each other a hug.
Ledford over to Duggan. Duggan, her shot is up and no good off the front iron. She gets her own rebound, though. She'll take another shot. Her second shot is up, bounces off the rim and the backboard, and connects on the field goal there from the left baseline.
Good-looking job there by Duggan as she chased down her first miss and showed the confidence enough to try it again and made the second.
Might as well. 63-21 your score with 15 seconds left to go here in the game, and this should be the last possession here as the Lady Mustangs are going to shoot it up with 7 seconds to go, and I spoke too soon. Gilbert down with the rebound, gets it ahead to Camille Ledford with 2 seconds. Ledford has the ball blocked by Braswell, and Westfield will be victors here tonight, 63-21 on top of the CGA Lady Mustangs. And a very hard-fought game, but Westfield just a little bit too much. And what we're going to do is take a quick break, and we'll be back with the players of the game and also a little bit of wrap-up here from the Lady Hornets game. Westfield is a winner here tonight, 63-21. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield hits the road for their first 2 region games next week, and the Hornets return home on Tuesday, January 20th to host the Gatewood Gators. This will be the first home region game for Gang Green as they look to continue their winning ways inside the Hornets' nest. The Lady Hornets will tip off at 6:30, directly followed by the tip of the boys' game, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos.
Waking up to ash and dust, I watch my brother, everybody hands go up.
With all of your game stats, impact players, and analysis of the game, welcome into the MidGASports.net postgame show, presented by Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest for the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show. As Westfield, the Lady Hornets are a victor here tonight, 63-21, and it was a great performance by, as usual, Caitlin Mosley, Unique Tuberville, Chelsea Whaley, and I tell you what, Winter Williams played a very good game, and so did Whitley Young, and Gracie Duggan did a good job off the bench coming in, and with Jackie Bard injured for this game, Westfield does a great job taking out the CGA Lady Mustangs in blowout fashion here tonight, on top by 42 points when the final buzzer clicked away and sounded. In Westfield, I tell you what, just the kind of momentum that they wanted to get started going into region play, as the Westfield Hornets will go on the road for a couple of games here to start region play and be back on January 20th, Tuesday, January 20th, to take on the Gatewood Gators, as you saw there during the commercial break. And the Lady Hornets get some great momentum here with a big victory at home. And you can't fault the CGM Lady Mustangs. They did a good job of coming in here, kind of keeping it tight to start with. Westfield had some shooting woes, but other than that, Westfield really kind of clamped down the defensive pressure and did an excellent job. And Kenny's kind of tabulating the stats up here, almost finished. And we'll take a quick ComSouth stat update here for the final stats of the game. As again, Westfield was a victor here tonight, 63-21 in the ladies game.
And for the Westfield Lady Hornets there in that game, the leading scorer here tonight for Westfield was Caitlin Mosley. She was 9 of 16 for 19 points. Unique Tuberville had 5 of 11 shooting for 14 points. Chelsea Whaley had 13 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Gracie Duggan had 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. And then you have Whitley Young with 2 on 1 of 5. And Mary Margaret Gilbert had 2 on 1 of 1 shooting, as well as Molly Tolbert also with 2. So those are your final stats, brought to you by ComSouth. As we wrap up the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show here, Brett.
Sonic player of the game?
Sonic player of the game has got to be Caitlin Mosley.
Caitlin Mosley with 19 points, I believe. 19
points for Caitlin, so a good game. She appears to kind of be coming around just in time for region play.
Yep, and a great job right there by the Lady Hornets victors here tonight, 63-21. So what we're going to do is take a quick break and check back in. It's about 7:55 right now. The boys are going to get tipped off at about, about 8:06 or so. So check back in at about 8:03, and we should be having things set up and ready to go here for the boys' game. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the boys' game. Again, the Lady Hornets are a victor here tonight. You've been listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos.
Waking up to ash and dust, I watch my
Westfield hits the road for their first 2 region games next week, and the Hornets return home on Tuesday, January 20th to host the Gatewood Gators. This will be the first home region game for Gang Green as they look to continue their winning ways inside the Hornets' nest. The Lady Hornets will tip off at 6:30, directly followed by the tip of the boys' game, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.